board. Thanks, Nicole, very much.
You.
Your TV could become the ultimate point of sale terminal now.
You know, we've all been focused on Microsoft and Yahoo. Meanwhile, TiVo and Amazon have an incredible deal worked out. We have the CEO of TiVo next. All right, now get this. Imagine you're sitting on your couch watching your favorite TV show. All of a sudden, you see an outfit on the actor or a cool piece of furniture and think, geez, I'd like to buy that right now. Well, thanks to a new product purchase partnership between TiVo and Amazon, you can.
This is a new service that will enable viewers to buy products they see on their favorite shows, and we're told it's as easy as using the remote control. Joining us now exclusively here on Fox Business is the CEO of TiVo, Tom Rogers. Good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
This is so dangerous for a person like me, as I'm sitting there watching Gossip Girl, and I'm saying, oh, I love Blair's necklace, boom, and I get to do. I know that's further down the line, but how would this work?
Well, you see this tie?
Yeah.
You could buy it. Not today, it's not there yet, but soon we will be releasing this application that will start with Amazon. And we will tag television shows where guests are appearing to discuss a book on an Oprah or a Conan, or an actor discussing a movie, and you want to see past movies, and right there it just shows up, a tag. You know that means you can buy. You click, and automatically you've purchased and it's sent to you.
Unbelievable.
There's another way we can do it, which is we allow for search. One of the things TiVo's really known for, being able to find anything that's on any time. And when you're going through just searching for things, you'll be able to buy anything that Amazon has available by way of a TV show or a movie. So there are a couple ways to do this.
So it benefits both companies. Both companies
absolutely.
Get a hit in terms of purchasing power.
Absolutely.
Whose idea was this?
Well, I don't think the idea of being able to buy things with your remote control, we or Amazon,
But the
can
partnership
take credit
between
for.
you and Amazon, did you approach them or did they come to you?
Well, we said we were going to do this. We already have a partnership with Amazon where you can download literally thousands of television shows and movies by either renting or purchasing. So this was an obvious extension. Being the largest retailer online, we said, hey, this makes a lot of sense. And they loved the idea, obviously. What we will be doing is extending this to other advertisers, other marketers who want to make sure that when they advertise something, you can buy it right off the remote.
Some would say this is so ironic because basically, I mean, part of what many of us love about TiVo is that we fast forward through the advertisements. We just pass through all the commercials. But I can almost envision this relationship sort of putting that on its head, and now advertisers would be rushing to you to make sure that they get their products in the shows. But is it you to whom they rush, or is it the shows themselves? And does that then create this monster of product placement where we're sitting there and everything is so obviously product placed?
Well, you put your finger on a whole bunch of issues there that are going to mark how television consumption is going to change. TiVo started something, which was the ease with which people could fast forward through ads. And a lot of people love TiVo because of that. But having said that, it is transforming the economics of television. And when there are 50 million of these things out there that are allowing people to fast forward that easily through ads, it's going to mean television advertisers are going to have to find a different way to get their products through. And product placement, as you mentioned, putting products, building them into the show is going to become critical. But for that to really work, there's going to have to be some way that you can transact immediately. The idea that you saw something in a show isn't necessarily going to have the lasting impact that a television ad does. But this creates immediacy. You take the remote, you see something in a show, and you can buy it. So we think that's a critical part of what we'll be able to enable.
Barry Diller's always saying, you know, there's such potential in internet advertising. It's about 7% right now, 8%. It could be easily 15, 20% by now because of the technology that we have. Are advertisers themselves beginning to think outside of the box and go to programs like the one you're setting up with Amazon?
Well, this doesn't exist yet, and people have tried it in the past. I have to say,
Cube in the 70s, right?
People have been trying.
Why hasn't it worked then, and what are you doing differently?
Well, why it hasn't worked before is, as cool as the idea of picking up a remote and buying something is, it's taken people away from their television program, and they quickly learned, uh-oh, I showed up here to watch a television show, and I'm missing my television show, and they quickly stopped doing it. What's unique about TiVo is when it's built into our DVR technology, it pauses the show. So you can go and transact or see a long-form ad that then allows you to transact, and you haven't missed a second of your program. And that's the unique part of this that we think will make it very sticky.
Okay, DVRs, not TiVos, but they do similar things as TiVo, took over the market very quickly. There are 4 million about subscribers of TiVo. With so many cable subscribers that you could be capitalizing upon, but you haven't yet. How do you get more people now to buy TiVo, and how do you keep the DVRs at bay from jumping on your bandwagon that you've started with Amazon?
Well, there are two answers to that, and another great question. First, the FCC helped us out. I saw you just mentioned the Sirius story and the FCC action there today. There was some action at the FCC last year that requires cable operators to give people who have TiVos cable cards. So you can get rid of your TiVo box. The cable operator has to give you a cable card, and your TiVo box becomes your cable box. So by definition, everything we're doing here then becomes available to a cable subscriber. The second thing we're doing is we are taking Comcast and Cox, two major cable operators, hopefully others, and we are upgrading their set-top box to have TiVo software, which people can order and get, and with that will come our advertising applications, and over time we hope it will include this.
Now, we see an alliance between Xbox and Netflix going on right now, very interesting stuff. The potential of you guys hooking up maybe with video gamers and other people, are you going to be doing other deals like this in different media?
Well, we are looking to make TiVo something well beyond a digital video recorder. In fact, we say we're the only DVR that's also a DVR, and what we mean by that is we're not only a digital video recorder, but we're a retriever. We've just put in place a deal with Google last week with YouTube, and basically 1 million videos now available straight to your TV set through that. Amazon, as I mentioned before, thousands of music videos. All kinds of
games.
We provide some games yet, but it's not a big part of our repertoire. But you can look at your TiVo offerings today, and we'll be adding a lot more in the future, but already today, and there are millions of options available to you in terms of content. 4 million songs, thousands of videos, millions of videos, thousands of movies and television shows. It's an enormous way to have choice. Then the question becomes, there's so much choice, how do I find it? And that's really the TiVo secret sauce, the ability to make it really easy to find what you want and get it there, including products, which brings us back to this.
Well, the stock is off its 52-week lows and climbing back toward the highs. Come back again when you have other news to break here. We'd love it.
Thank you for having me.
Very exciting stuff.
Thanks for having me. Really enjoyed it.
Appreciate you bringing your daughter, too.
Well, that's the real treat for me. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Bye-bye.
Well, you have worked your whole life to fill up that 401k. Now there's a new